Yeah, welcome to EPL Review. I have with me a friend, a diehard Arsenal fan. I don't like talking to him anyway. And I have Azan with me, a Manchester United fan as well. So I'll start with you, Femi Kudo. Congratulations for us to Arsenal for winning the EPL. It's not easy. We don't like it, but we have to give you the kudos. So
Thank you.
for you, for Arsenal, what is that particular thing that you've been impressed with? I mean, with the way your season pan out.
Well, thank you for congratulating me. First of all, I need to congratulate all the Arsenal fans around the world. They waited 22 years for this beautiful moment, and finally it's here. You guys should celebrate it, maximize it, and one thing is coming by this time of next week, by the grace of God, And just let me point that out quickly. So, I mean, it's been a massive season for Arsenal overall. Don't forget, Arsenal is the most consistent team in the last 4 years, alongside Liverpool and Man City. So this success is not. It's not a magic. I mean, if you look at their trajectory from 2022-2023 season, Arsenal has been there. Arsenal has been trying to make a move. If you are, I mean, we already knew that the post Guardiola era will most likely be Arsenal's dominance if Man come in quickly. But the point I'm trying to make here is that this success is not a surprise. If you look at the table, Arsenal has been on top of the league for 238 days in the calendar year. It tells you a lot compared to Man City, they were the top for nine days, and Liverpool were at the top for less than 20 days. So all these things count, and it gives you the real picture of how Arsenal has been consistent beyond this season. Last season they lost. The other season too, the last 2-3 seasons they've been, coming up with second position. So I think this is not a coincidence, and kudos to Arteta for bringing this to reality. He said we should believe in the process, and I think there was a time Arsenal fans were doubting him, including myself and other fans around the world. But he has proven himself for us this season, and he deserves to be celebrated. And I want to tell you that this success is something that, if it's really managed very well, Arsenal might, from this point, dominate England for some time. I mean, it might be too early to say this, but if you look at all the top teams in the EPL right now, Arsenal has the structure of dominating the next few years, because Man is trying to re-strategize. Chelsea is trying to start from scratch again. They keep changing their project. And Man City, they're trying to build again after Guardiola, most likely. But Arsenal has something they have a template that they can consolidate on. So I think Arsenal, if they do their assignment well, they can take it up from here and dominate the next few years.
Azan, I'll come back to the dominance part of the argument. But in terms of Arsenal this season, the league, the season that they have had, right? They, just like you said, they are the most consistent team in the league. We cannot doubt that. They have the fewest goal conceded. They have one of the best keeper in the world. Their defense is very good. So what do you have? What do you want to say about that Arsenal team?
First of all, I want to say big congratulations to Arsenal Football Club and all the Arsenal fans in the world. And I'll agree to most of the things my brother has said about Arsenal. For football is good for this is good for football, and I think it's not good for a particular team to want to dominate the league. Arsenal has proven they've been knocking on the door, and finally Arteta has proven that he can be a champion, which is a good thing for football in general. But as to dominating the league for a couple of seasons, he needs to prove it by next season to me. And also, I think everyone next season is going to be a very pivotal season in the EPL, because everyone has got a lot to prove. Man, you want to prove. We've not won for a long time. I believe that by next season, from what Carrick has done, also we want to prove. And I don't think Man City will want to go back and sit down. They've not won also. So everyone has a point to prove next season. Will Arsenal be able to do it next season? I think they got a team, but they need to prove it. They need to do it again for us to believe that. But they've had an amazing season. I believe Arteta deserve it. I believe Arsenal deserve it. So congratulations once more to Arsenal.
And I agree with you, Anki Femi Kudo. I'm going to talk about Arteta and the kind of pressure that always come with Arteta. If Arsenal had not won this league, that would have been the most failed project that any club will have invested in, and now Arteta has won it. Then Arteta has been, for a couple of years now, being the guy that will always bottle the league. Now the scenario has changed. Pep is playing his final game with Man City now. The expectation now is on him, is on Arteta again as the best coach in the land. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are waiting for that next season. If Arsenal did not win that league next season, the agenda is going to come up again. Like it's not as good as we claim. You understand? So what do you think Arteta needs to do? I mean, for next season, because this season is wrap up already. So in terms of that dominance that he's talking about, what do you think he needs to do?
I agree with you that, I mean, Arteta has fallen under the radar of pressure right now, being the most. When you look at the longevity of coaches in the EPL, Arteta is right there in the second position right now after Guardiola. Guardiola is 10 years and he's leaving already. He's taking the ball. Arteta is already 6.5 years or 7 years technically. So he's the second. And by next season, by August, he will be the longest serving manager. He will be the defending champion. He will be the manager of the year. So a lot of pressure that comes into play for Arteta. Now, if Arteta fails to be successful or win the league, he's going to be under pressure. I agree with you. And the reason why I think every factor will work for him, I mean, not because I'm an Arsenal fan, he already have a template that he's going to consolidate on. Now, he has a project that has worked for him now. So the pressure of not winning for 22 years is massive on the club hierarchy, on the club owner, on the fans. And the fans keep emitting, they keep transferring or transmitting the pressure on the players. But now going into the new season, Arsenal don't have any point to prove. They only need to play what they need to do. And it helps their psychology, it helps their mentality. Now, look at what he can do next season. Alonso is coming on a new project. Under the 10 years reign of Pep Guardiola, Chelsea has tried a couple of projects, they failed, right? Under his 10 years reign, Liverpool tried a couple of projects. Klopp was pushing him and he had to leave. Now, Slot came, he had a one season flash, and then he's back to his normal, I mean, club or whatever. But, I mean, we are looking at when Alonso come on board, maybe the Spanish flair, he can know how to rival Arteta. But I think psychologically, going into the new season, the reason why I think Arteta would likely dominate is he already have a template. He's not going to be under pressure to win the Premier League. And if fortune smile on him and he wins in Champions League, it makes him an elite manager. And the fear factor will set in against other teams. So I think Arteta, going to the new season, he's still the favorite manager to retain the Premier League.
Okay, so let's quickly do this. Arsenal are on the verge of building something that Thierry already said if this team wins the Champions League, they become the unforgettable. And the claim is even if this team wins the Champions League, then they are even better than the invisible team. That's what everybody is saying, right? On Saturday, Azan, do you think Arsenal can clinch that Champions League?
I'm a big fan of English football, regardless of the fact that I'm a Man United fan. I'm rooting for Arsenal to win the Champions League.
Not me.
I believe the best football in the world is being played in England. If Arsenal is the best club in England, they deserve to be the best club in Europe. So, from a Man U fan, I'm gonna give my support to Arsenal for the Champions League because I believe they play better. They're the best. To me, they'll be the better team to win.
Prince, there's a wish and there's reality. You're an Arsenal fan. You definitely want your team to win. But do you think you can win?
Yeah, so proud to this EPL success. Going into the Champions League final, I always give Arsenal a 40% chance against 60% PSG. PSG is the defending champion. PSG plays almost the best football right now, but they have their deficiency. They are very vulnerable. I mean, and we have games that can tell you that they are very vulnerable. They lost a couple of games in the Champions League coming to the final. So the school of thought that PSG is invisible doesn't work for me, and a lot of pundits believe in that too. So what is my point? My point is now, if Arsenal has lost the EPL, it's going to be a pressure. Arsenal winning the EPL makes them to go into Budapest with confidence that if we fail to win this game, we don't really lose anything. This season has been a success for us, and that helps. That's very key to their mindset, to their mentality, because against PSG they really don't have anything to do, and it's a final. Just one record, just one mistake can decide the final. But when you look at it critically, Arsenal is an underdog. If you want to compare the records and being the defending champion and the recent time, in the last 7 years, PSG has been into 3 or 4 finals. So that speaks a lot. We have to give them the respect. And if you ask every Arsenal fan, every Arsenal player, they will tell you that against PSG, definitely Arsenal is an underdog. But because it's a final, Arsenal can do anything. And now they are coming in as a champion. They've tasted success and they see that, oh, if we can do this, they're going to turn the world around. So I think that will help their psychology. And if they really play well, I mean, why not? If there's any team in the Champions League this season that can stop PSG from retaining it, it has to be Arsenal. Because they are top of the group. They play Inter Milan, they play Atletico Madrid, they play against Bayern Munich. They were the first team that beat Bayern Munich after 50 games. So anybody who feels that the right time to stop PSG in the final, Arsenal should be thinking about how we should be the one. Because we actually beat Bayern Munich at Emirates 3-1, and Bayern Munich were flying, beating everybody black and blue, 50 games non-stop. They beat them black and blue. They play against Inter Milan, San Siro. They knock Inter Milan out. Now, against Atletico Madrid, they play Atletico Madrid 3 times. They beat them 2 times this season. So that tells you that Arsenal is the only team that can match PSG this season, and they should be able to do it.
Okay, so thank you guys. We're gonna have a time for Champions League preview and all that. So finally, this season, you as an Arsenal fan, what has been that particular thing that impressed you the most when you look at Arsenal? I'm still gonna come to you on Manchester United but on Arsenal, because they're the champion, let's give them that, respect that. So what has been that thing that you look at this Arsenal team? Oh, this is my team. This is the team that won me the EPL for in the last 22 years.
Yeah, so there's something I really noticed about Arsenal as a team, as an entity. I see the leadership of the club, from the Kroenke to Beta to Arteta. There's a synergy. There's a togetherness. I saw the other day when Arteta speaking to George by himself. So it seems like Arteta has a one-on-one conversation. He has a one-on-one relationship with the owners. That goes a long way. Arteta can go to the leadership, and Arteta and the players too, they can relate with the leadership. So one thing that I have noticed that really helps Arsenal to be successful is there is a strong bond. There's a collectiveness at the back end that is helping to push the success that we are seeing at the front end.
Okay. Azan, Michael Carrick turned Manchester United fans to if football club, if Carrick had joined earlier, if Manchester United had sacked Amorim earlier. The point that Carrick was able to get Manchester United in the second half of the season, that's a title winning run. And that is a kind of form that gives fans hope. What is that thing in this season that have impressed you about Manchester, that you're impressed about with Manchester United, and what do you think of Carrick going to next season?
I think for me, the most impressive part about Manchester United under Michael Carrick is the fact that we can see the flair. We can enjoy, as Manchester United fans, we can enjoy football again. And another thing is that finishing third in the EPL feels like we won the EPL, because we're playing at the level that we ought to be. We're back to the Champions League. We know we're going to compete in both the Premier League and in the Champions League and every other tournament that we were used to. So that's what Michael Carrick brings to us. I know the season has been a lot of up and down for us, but under Carrick, we have to believe we won all the big teams already.
Yes.
So moving forward with that expectation and that belief in us, I believe by next season, Carrick got a point. If I won Man City without all the signings that I need, I beat Arsenal, I beat Liverpool and Chelsea. Now that I have the ability to bring in the players I want to bring, and I know I have the backing of the management of the club, then I believe he's got to believe that he needs to have a very successful season by next season. As a fan, I look up to what he got for us by next season. But with our current roster, I know we won't be able to win a league with the players that we have. But with the signings, it's all going to depend on the signing that he brings in. But if we get a good signing, I believe we're going to give Mikel Arteta and Arsenal a good run next season.
Okay, so my final question is going to be with Kuton, because Kuton, it's always Manchester United, Arsenal. That is the bed of Premiership.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
City came in, and now Pep is gone.
Yeah. Money back City.
So now I believe that Manchester United, Arsenal rivalry is going to come back again.
Definitely.
Do you think? Are you scared of Man U? That would be my last question for you. Are you scared of Man U as an Arsenal fan with Carrick form and all those?
Definitely, I'll be scared of Man U. Man U has a DNA. Carrick counts. It brings the DNA into Man U. I mean, Carrick is a proper Man U boy since he joined from Tottenham Hotspur. You know,
Yes.
after Man U lost on Mikel Obi's transfer, I think they went for Carrick
Yes.
that particular year.
Yes.
So he has a DNA for Man U, and he understands the structure of the EPL. He's an English guy. He can speak from the bench line. So, and all these things come into play when it comes to managerial approach to football. So, Man U has come to stay. Man U has come to stay. I like the fact that Man U was able to retain Carrick, because if he can come in and clean up the mess that Amorim did within the short of 6 months, and he brought Man U back, brought the glory back, brought some respect back to Man U's name, gave the Man U fan the belief again. They're back to UCNS here, and Man U's not going to come and be a pusher, but they have money to spend. I hope the new owners can support him. That's the point. That's another factor that Man U fan must put into perspective. Because if you are really good, but you are not really supported by the money, the guys that hold the money. And one of those guys there, it seems is somebody that is so prudent, but it's okay. Let's see how it goes. I think Man U has come to stay, and if there's any club that Arsenal should be afraid of next year, Chelsea is a new project. For a new project that comes in, is 1 out of 10 that can blow from the first day. Even Guardiola's first season, he went trophyless. So what are we talking about? So Man U they have ended the season on the high note. They're going to bring in new players. They know where their problems are. So Man U should be a team that Arsenal should be worried about. And I'm scared already, because Man U has come to stay. Because in terms of proper English rivalry, Man U, and that's why we hated ourselves so much when it comes to banter, you know.
All right, so guys, thank you very much. It's time to go back to that Arsenal celebration. The Arsenal fans are here to watch their team.
They've been celebrating since last week.
Yeah,
I don't know why they still want to celebrate that.
All right, so Prince, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Prince.
Thank you very much. We're going to do more of this. Thanks, guys.